Afternoon, everyone. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day. So we're back to continuing working on the interiors. So I think I want to put at least a chair or something at this table. It's just a matter of what kind of backing. I'm thinking it'll end up being the trapdoors, because yeah, that's usually how it ends up. Hi, Ali. Thank you for the meow. Hopefully your day's going okay. But I've no doubt you're probably still at work. Right, so let's put you there. And maybe one here. Unfortunately, because it is... I wonder. No, it'd be too tall. I won't do that. Yep, looking forward to the end of the day. Not surprising. I know I have some. Hopefully not too much longer. Right, so let's put that there, didn't I? So it's a bit of a high back chair, but would be nice. I was thinking about grab the stair variant. Of making it a stair. But the other way around. It'd have to be that way. And get it to place against something. Bet you're going to put it the wrong way if I do that, aren't you? Yeah. Figured you would. But I think it's a bit too tall, because most chairs don't go up like that. Which is a shame. I think it would have looked better if it wasn't so tall. So I'll grab those because I may need some of them. Need to go do the other room. Because although I did this room, I didn't actually decorate it. And I have some spruce ones. Wanted this to be a seating kind of room. Oh, that won't do there either because it's too close to the door. Nope. That's okay. But I may move it over a block. Just because of spacing. Just feels like it needs more than two. Okay. I was hoping not to cover quite as much of the rug. But hey, it is what it is. It's going to be an odd number anyway. Oop. Might be nice for something like a piano or something in here. It's been a long time since I've made a piano though. So I may have to look up a tutorial on that. Right, so which colour? Half slabs. Need some kind of table. Dimension lantern. Well, say lantern, but I mean lighting source. Need a flippity flap. Yep. Did I bring candles in? I didn't. Let's go grab some candles. And I'm going to need flint and steel. Don't know if that's too far back. I think it might be better a block forward. Just on the corner of the rug. Nice that it's still light out in the evening now. Even if it isn't quite as late as I would like it to still be light. Kind of weird that the animation isn't there for the candles. Right, so we would probably want one in this corner as well. But I want a table too. Tables. Okay. No, I don't want both of you, thank you. Just the one. Trapdoors. Question is, do I put them all the way around? That's if I even keep them. Just kind of trying to hide the legs. Not that the legs are necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, they do. In this kind of build, I think they look great, the candles. I really like them in the library too. Some builds, they're okay for now and again, but in this kind of thing. Right, so I don't want these on the sides. I like the top of these things, but I don't think it matches, which is a shame. Excuse me. Okay. Nope. It's too red for this room. Needs to be more of a browner colour. Let's have a look at the spruce. Go there for the minute. Don't want you. Okay. I thought I had some slabs already. I did. Okay. We have the slabs. I guess the red, it really isn't too terrible because of that. It does bring a bit more of it into the room, and this does seem to have a bit of the same tone. Let's go grab some more copper. These? Nope, you couldn't break those down. It's the other ones. So 1, 2 gives that. Gives us 6. So come on, flippity flap. It allows me to light up the room without it looking too weird. I'm really glad they put candles in the game. And you can obviously alter the lighting dynamic by how many of them you actually use. Right. Would be nice to have a piano in that corner. We also need to put up some pictures. But that is something I'm going to have to look up online because it's probably been a couple of seasons since I last built a piano. If I remember right, it was a mixture of armour stands and armour peeking through. Then again, I need to be careful about the armour stands. And it's not like I can put a record player there. It really wouldn't look right. I came out here for a specific thing. What did I come out here for? Pictures. I know I'd come out for something. Just couldn't remember what it was for a second. I need to do something with these walls. That sound makes me think that the place is burning down, the crackling of the candle. Right. What large pictures do we actually have? You know, I should have left that one, but never mind. Want 2 more of you. I'm going to make this couch just a little bit bigger. Couch, sofa, whatever you want to call it. That way it evens it up on the carpet. Then we can put this one in this corner. I don't want you, I want flap door. Cool. And where are we? Here we are. I think that evens it out just a little bit. Even if the table is kind of Things are not quite even on that bit. Right, so can I have the picture back? Gonna make me get out scaffolding, aren't you? Of course. Come on. Thank you. Let's try there. Clicking against that bit. You'd think if I clicked it there, it should be able to be picked up from there. But apparently not. Either that or I'm just missing. That one's better. It's more old-fashioned. So now we want one above the door. I need to go backwards. Just want it to go up, please. Thank you. Now, this door's an even number, isn't it? Do we have an odd number? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's even numbers whichever way I do it. Don't want that one. Means those two. That one. See what we can find. Okay. That one looks kind of okay, I think. Seems more appropriate in a seating area. It's still tiny. But we don't exactly have many large pictures. I know you used to be able to add to them, but you had to kind of edit them to do it. Got to figure something out for the walls. That one's okay, but these others, not so much. Maybe a 2 by 2 on each side. Or banners. May have to see if I can find some banners or something that could potentially go on these walls. It might be a good idea. Something with a kind of a crest to go above the doors. Oh, and while I remember, I better go sort out this doorway. Still needs a bit more detail though. How about a cabinet of some kind? So I can't put doors straight on that. Do we have? Plenty of that. Just looking for dark oak. Go. I don't want it to look like a wardrobe, that's for sure. Trapdoors. And get the angle. Probably going to be easier to knock those out to try and get it. Not sure it's going to be the right trapdoors, but if I can get the shape at least. Nope. Nope, but yes, kind of thing. I need to change it. Need one more of you. Yeah, if it's at the top. Nope, I don't like it. Just need some kind of cabinet, kind of drinks, kind of cabinet. Oh. Wrong place. What I want. No. Nope, I don't like it. Okay, we'll move on to creating a new room while I try and figure out in my head what we're going to do to decorate that one, because it's not working. It's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes I have to come back to it. So, I'm going to need to put a floor down up here. I guess you'll. Thank you for the creeper. You had me looking around then to see what was creeping up on me. Good afternoon. How are you doing? How did your weekend go? As if you did have a weekend. Right, so let's use some spruce. I have plenty of spruce I can use for flooring. Hi, Miss Mist. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I need a ton of tent blocks too. Sorry guys, up and down the stairs. You got a COVID booster and your reaction was bad, so you're stuck in bed all Sunday. That's a shame. You're doing okay? That's awesome, Miss. Me, I'm not too bad. I can't complain. Had family round at the weekend, so the Minecraft plans went out the window, but that's fine. It was nice to have them round. Here we go. Here's a whole bunch of it. You're all better now? So you got a trip in a month? Yep, it's better now than later. You don't want to end up with part of your holiday that being ill. That's never fun. Okay, so let's fill this slot in. Oh, I still haven't done that room yet, have I? That's okay, we'll come back to that one because I'm still... I think it needs to be a kitchen. But it needs to be a very tiny kitchen. I need to get my head around what I'm going to do with that one as well. Knocking these out, but I'm going to have to put the torches back down for a second. There we go. Otherwise I'm going to have things spawning that I don't want spawned. Because that's the way it works. You going to Hawaii? Ah, that's cool. Right, so you. Definitely need to become something else. Well, I hope you have a fantastic time there. Can't say I've ever been. I've seen programs and it looked very nice and tropical. Don't want to come any closer than that with this. Then at least need a bit of something so that I can hide this block. Yeah, it is kind of the opposite side of the world for us. 20 hours travel for you to get there? Or you go get your coffee and enjoy it. But it shouldn't be too bad. Like I say, flying can be fun, even long journeys. But I hope it all goes smoothly and you have a fantastic time. But yep, definitely jealous. Get you lot in. Right, so I just don't want to leave air gaps between places for things to spawn. Which is why I'm filling it in with junk blocks. Yeah, but it's not that far off that it seems forever and a day off. So about a month or so is pretty good. It's the kind of time when you're beginning to get a little bit excited about it. It must have been along here somewhere. Yeah. Gonna need a few more of those, aren't I? If I went through that many stacks of that, definitely gonna need a few more stacks of these. Hopefully you'll get to do what you want to while you're there. Anything specific that you're looking forward to doing? Or just enjoying the travel and the relaxation? Oops. Right, let's fill you lot in. Hopefully not falling any holes in the process. There's a lot more space than I thought there was. Didn't think it'd take a couple of minutes to fill it in. So I was wrong. Ah, that's why. It's because it's 2 blocks, not 1 block, isn't it? That makes sense. Makes a lot more sense. It's a shame, but hey. Because this extra block could have come in handy. Still could. Let's make it a different split level. I know it's only 1 block split level. But let's give it a try. If it doesn't work, then I can always go back and fill it in. So this is the 3rd floor of the tower, palace, whatever you want to call it. So if I go back out, eat a little bit. So this is it. We're working on the interior, Miss Mace. So kind of got the tower, castle, whatever you want to call it, built. So we're working on the top floor. The ground floor is the one I still haven't finished it off. I want it to look more like an industrial area. Then the villagers will be in here. With the ceiling, etc. We've got lots of spikes all around the place for putting people's and mob heads on. Then then this area is kind of the living area. So we have the library into a seating room, which I'm not happy with. I want to see about something like a piano and some cabinets. Have a dining area. Needs a bit more decoration. Into a hallway. And eventually the kitchen is going to be in here, but considering how narrow it is, I'm going to have to do a lot of thinking and playing. So I'll probably do that one off stream, because it is literally going to take me 3 or 4 hours of placing blocks and pulling blocks. Then this one is going to be the next floor, with maybe a bedroom up there. So I'm just filling this lot in, so I don't have spawnable spots between the floors. Before we put the floor down and then start figuring out the rooms. So you can come out. It's not too bad. But yeah, it's very much a work in progress. The question is, no, I'm going to do full blocks. I was thinking about doing half slabs to save on resources. But it's so much easier to put full blocks down than it is half slabs. Plus, I know half slab isn't spawnable, but the problem with half slab is when I start doing the interior decorating, it makes it so much harder. Oh no, there's definitely not a lack of resources on Titancraft, but it's not the issue kind of thing. It's making sure I build it as I want it to be. And I can be a fussy so-and-so. Right. Thinking split level. Which is fine, except for this room. I may need to just fill in these extra 2 or 3 blocks. When I come out over here, at least the ceiling from in the room below it is all going to be the same height instead of multiple different heights. It has an economy. We use diamonds. So there is a shopping district, so you can go and buy things. But we also have public builds that were farms, so that you can just go use a public farm. So there's the wool farm, there is the wither farm, there is a gold farm, so on and so forth. There's the public iron farm. And a whole bunch of others. So if you do need resources, you can just go get them from the public farm. You don't have to build your own farms, but you can do. You can also sell stuff that you have extra of. Right, so I need to get rid of you, otherwise you're going to cause me problems. So yeah, there's people who have shulker farms who sell shulker boxes of shulkers for very few diamonds. So when I say, like say, the shops, but it really depends on what you're selling. My build here is, I did the public villager hall, trading hall this season. So below me is one of the trading halls, because we do have very much strict rules on how many entities per area. And the area is the loaded chunks. So oh no, it's not like it's not that you can't do them. It's just a case of having the right thing, if that makes sense. Oh, that's not good. That caught fire. Okay, so where's the nearest fire blocks to you? You're going to be a problem, aren't you? Because you're air. Gonna cause me trouble. Okay, we will take you out for the minute. And I will have to I'll have to sort this room out before I can do anything with you. Because of the way fire spread works. Yeah. That's the thing. So we have a 50 entity limit. You can only load 50 entities at any one time. Which usually means, depending upon how they've set it, some season it's been a case of the chunk you're in plus 10 other chunks in each direction. You've only got the 50 entities because that way you don't load anything. It's why my area of the build is so big. I had to claim a really big area because villager trading means that you need a fair number of villagers for a server. Not that people can't have their own villagers, they do. It just makes it easier for some people. Yeah, it's too bad item frames are entities. That's true. Before I realised they were, a few seasons back, I made a really nice map art that I used as a ceiling pattern. But it was a case of, yep, they're entities. So let's stick these down. Let's see, come up as these. I may end up switching some of these out for different floorings afterwards. Well, I didn't find out till a lot later. At which point it was done and yeah. But the ceiling looked fantastic. I did, oh, you know, like one of the old-fashioned ceiling patterns that are tiled. Kind of, they were curved, intricate, very old-fashioned type of pattern. But it was back in the days when there wasn't anywhere near as many people on the server. Plus it was in the gaming district, so it wasn't loaded all the time, so it kind of got away with because nobody mentioned otherwise, and I didn't find out till a lot later that they were actually an entity. So technically, if you check the world download for it, it would still be there. Even though technically it shouldn't have been. Yeah, well, my issue was at the time, we didn't have as many trapdoors. It was 1.13 update, I think. And the person who did the build, JP and Alan, were making a clue game. When they made the building, they left one block gap between it was just one block. So the room was there, then there was a block there, and that block was the floor of the next. It was all, the ceiling was the floor between levels. So I was very limited on what I could think of at the time to create a ceiling. Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, there was a fair few people, but it wasn't as crazy as it can be at the very beginning of the season. Not that it's crazy, but it really depends, because we have had seasons where there's a couple of hundred people on the server for the first day. But it seems to run pretty smoothly. I don't know how the mods do it, but they do it really well. Right. I want to bring these three across so that it's even. No, that's not where I meant to place them. And like I say, I don't think they had the heart to tell me after all the work I went to go into the resource world, create a specific map art for the ceiling, because, you know what I mean, just for a pattern for the ceiling. Oh, it did look good. Well, I think it did. Anyway, so yeah. And they seemed happy with the interiors that I did for them, so. And I had fun. See, it was a case of trying to do something to a 1930s kind of style for Clue. And sometimes it's fun having a restriction on what style you're going to build. One of my favourite ever builds was a style where it was on a server before Titancraft. It was a public server. And one area of the build, they decided people could go and build there, but they had to do it in, was it a 1 point, I think it was a 1.5 or a 1.6 style. You weren't allowed to use blocks after a specific version. And there was very, very few blocks that was actually there. So it was a real fun challenge building a building and the interiors when you're restricted to the types of blocks that you could use because of it. If the block didn't exist in that version of it, you couldn't use it in the build. And it was definitely a fun challenge. It got you thinking. So I'm putting these blocks down, but the chances of them all staying as this block are probably very small. But I need something there so I can start figuring out where the walls need to be. Okay, let's get you. You're in the wrong place. I know we don't need this much torches down, but it helps with the lighting so you guys can see better. Right. Obviously missed one. How tall is this? May as well just use you. I've left the block pretty much all the way around. I'm going straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are you? Nope, it's going to have to be at the edge, isn't it? Purely because of you. Now, somebody who I upload the VODs to YouTube, and somebody made a comment, Star Nanny, I believe it was, saying that if I use concrete and put lichen on it, it will give the wallpaper a pattern so it won't look quite as modern. I'm thinking it might be worth a try. That way I can mix up some of the patterns slash colours. Right. Have I got? I honestly hadn't thought about putting lichen on it to give it a wallpaper. Yeah, I used it on the glass block for kind of like frost in the corners in the Christmas build. Because somebody mentioned that and we saw somebody else had done the same thing. Let's go see what other colours of concrete. I've also started, for what little time I had this weekend, working on the support pillars. So these are underway. Still a lot of work to go with that. Like I say, I had family round this weekend. Thank you, Ali. That come really in handy for that build. You're awesome. You're all crazy, you know that, right? Thank you very, very much. Right, concrete. Have some cyan. Cyan concrete is my favourite block. Literally, I love cyan concrete. Right, so we have some green. That's not going to be enough for the cyan. Okay. Just going to tidy up my inventory a little bit. Then we're going to go visit the shopping district to see Space Tech's concrete store. For those who aren't aware, we have an amazing person called Space Tech on the server. He opened up a concrete store that is free to everybody. So he makes concrete and gives it away by the stack or by the shulker. Yeah, it's a fantastic colour, red maker. I love the cyan concrete. Don't get me wrong, I love the cyan terracotta because it's an amazing grey. Hi Enzy, isn't he? How are you doing? It's good to see you. And this is still my favourite hub. So yeah, we do have a whole bunch of amazing people. Hi Chiro, it's good to see you. Hopefully you've all had a great weekend. So let's head to the concrete store. And that's the wrong way. I always get lost. Okay. And they do some crazy builds too for their shops. It does. They did an amazing job on the nether tunnels. It was busy the last few days. That's cool. So you can get free cyan by the shulker or by the stack, depending upon what you need. I'm going to grab a shulker of this one though. Any more of you? You're just going to spawn again in a second, aren't you? Because I haven't slept yet. Don't think I need any other colours. I may take a couple of stacks of the powder just in case. But yeah, the shopping district is always fun. And of course, it wouldn't be a shopping district without cable. But yeah, the amount of work they put into the nether tunnels and nether hub, I think it took them about a month to do it to the world border in each direction and the hub. Or just under. They're a crazy bunch. Hopefully the registration and everything went well for you this weekend. But yeah, this is my little nether hub for the villager trading hall, the public one. So people can just go and trade with the villagers. Yeah. Still need to put some more detail in some of this stuff though. Still a bit too plain in places. Oh, lichen. Need some lichen. Where did I leave the lichen? I know I have a little bit. It might be down here. Apologies, shulker monsters are everywhere. It was also recommended that I pick up all the empty shulkers and stick them in a chest. I haven't got round to it yet. Okay, okay. I hear you screeching away. I thought I had some lichen, but we all know what thought did. Let's go check the other shulker monster. Oh, that's cool. reset my timer. Oh, okay, so that's where that box is. That needs to go into my ender chest. Otherwise, I'm going to wonder what I did. With my rockets. There we go. I knew I had some. Right. Okay, so I could bring that pattern up into here for the hallway. I need some junk blocks. Sorry guys, up and down like a yo-yo. So that's some green. That's the stuff I had in my inventory. Go away. Nobody wants you around. All right, that was powder. I thought it was converted. Junk blocks. That's what I'm looking for, junk blocks. Just have to really make sure for the walls this time, so I don't run into the same issues that we ran into with some of the rooms on this level. Because, yeah, this room's going to be a real royal pain in the backside because of how narrow it is. At least I don't have to worry about lava on this floor, theoretically. Right, so it's coming up to this level. The end wall could be here. Then we can have it run down. Because we've got the living, the library and the kitchen and the posh dining room down on that floor. So this floor should really be something like more seating or bedrooms. And that can be somebody's ivory tower, magical wizarding tower, whatever. Right, so this needs to be 4 thick. Can't be any less. We find what happened if I try and cut corners and make it narrower on the floor below. It just caused me headaches. I'm going to need at least 2 blocks on these edges. But it's going to be interesting there. Oh no, I have a block there, don't I? So 1, 2 would mean this one is here. But it still gives me 2 blocks, but it's very in your face. Which I'm not keen on. I may end up seeing if I can finagle something kind of like we had to do down there. Can't have anything in here. That gives me the 2 blocks. I really should bring more stuff with me instead of bits and bats each time. Where are you? Okay, so I can put you in there with those, that way you're all together. Didn't see any there. Go. Go. Let's just grab the whole shortcut. Try and save a hassle for the next couple of minutes anyway. I still have to figure this lot out. I still, not keen. This makes it seems such a big build, but when I begin to put the walls in, it makes it so much smaller. One of these days I'm going to learn to build on a tiny scale. I swear. But don't hold your breath as to when. That's right. I didn't hear it go pop into the inventory. That my problem is I always tend to build on a big scale. Building on a small scale, I struggle with. But eventually I would like to be a bit more of an all-round Minecrafter. Right, so... means I really do need to learn to build on a small scale. That's such a skill. Really impressive to see people who can. So this is too wide. It means it needs to be 4 wide because it's 2 different rooms. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to literally be 4 wide. I may use something like a trapdoor, etc. to taper it in and then go up. But if I have a detail block and a wall block and a detail block, I have room to play with. This. There we go. No, 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 no. Need to get rid of the flooring for a minute. Otherwise, I need to get rid of the glass. And fill it up with a solid block all the way. So it can't jump. That's awesome that you can do that. Lots of smaller builds joined together. That's really fantastic. I put them away, didn't I? Just need to be really careful that because fire tick is on, I don't want the interiors to completely burn down. I would not be happy. Where did I put them? It's weird. Okay, I think there's some more scaffolding down here. There we go. But yeah, it's cool that if you can do a small build and then just link it together and make it into a bigger build by kind of spreading it out. Hi, Puri. Thank you for the phantom. So let's just sort this wall out, even if the block isn't going to stay there for... Right, so it gives me the layouts of rooms. So I do need to split. Room looks a little bit too big for me. To me. But so it's 20 wide, but need for that'd be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That would then split the rooms again. I'd need a doorway here to then go into the next room. Okay. How you doing, Piri? So this one I want to continue with kind of what we have below, which is dark oak. It always seems weird to me splitting the pattern off on the top stairs. I want you, but what I first want is you. Yeah. Not sure I have enough, but we'll see. Where did I put? Where you are? Do grab you as well. Trapdoors. Do I have any dark oak trapdoors? Is the question. I do have a few of you and you. And that's where that stack is. Yep, I have 42 of you. Cool. Oh, I'm ticking along, Piri. It was nice to have the family round at the weekend. Reduce the amount of playing Minecraft kind of time or gaming time in general, but it was nice to see them. Right, because of how narrow this was, I put that right on top of it, didn't I? So, although it still took technically 2 blocks. If that's the case. What are you? Yep, can't hide you, so you have to go here. Probably claim you back as well. You're going here. You're going to be here. Come back. How tall are you? Okay. Okay. So we use the norm. Did I use the tiled at the bottom? I did. I used tiled, so I'm going to need a bit of tiled. Yeah, it was nice to see them. I usually end up seeing the family about once a month kind of thing. But I think it was Christmas the last time. So yeah, it was really nice to see them. Can I change those is a question. Probably not. I can change those. How about you? Oh, I can change you too. That's awesome. Okay, so you need to disappear. And then become tiled. With... Do I use full blocks? I should really bring the stone cutter up here. It'll save me coming up and down the stairs every 2 seconds. I want that to be one of the posh blocks. But I'm not sure whether to use the posh stairs. And the reason for that is, although it will look like the flat floor block, it does, edging block it does on the floor below. It also hides a little bit if I do something like that. Really should do that at an angle. That will help hide. This one doesn't matter quite as much. And that's not where I want it. I want it the other way around, thank you. Let's see if I can straighten this one out. Not going to do it, are you? Guess you may as well just be a full block. You come around this corner. How are you going to look if I switch you up the other way? It's not where I meant you to be. And find those blocks. Yep. So how's your girlfriend going at the moment? Is she okay? Feeling better? Right. Probably one of you. Now I can just get rid of these. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for her, because there's nothing worse than feeling bad. So I have some half slabs, so we'll switch back to the half slabs. Hang on, they're the wrong place. Yep, it is the right place. Sometimes people can get it's more a case of frustration at not being able to do things yourself, especially if it's been dragging on for a little bit. Bless. She knows you're probably trying to help. It's just she's frustrated at herself for her body telling her she can't do what she normally would do. Not to mention if you're in pain, etc. As you know from your own experiences. It can be so frustrating when you can't do what you're used to doing. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt kind of thing. I think we all have at some point. But it doesn't make you feel any better at the time. Even though you usually understand anyway. Right, so I need some more composters. Oh, I'm terrible at living with people. I like my own space. I've lived in shared house before and yeah, it didn't go well. I'm very much independent. And used to taking care and doing for yourself. Exactly. For me, it's a case of growing up very independent. Exactly. But everybody's different. It was a case of my older sister could never be on her own, even as a teenager. She really, really could not stand being on her own. So it used to be a case of, because she lived with my mum for part of her teenage years and I was raised by my dad. It was, if my mum went away, even though I am 4 years younger, I had to go and stay with her because she really panicked at being on her own. You're just broken at the moment and you don't know what to do. People are telling you to give it time. I can see it can be hard sometimes, especially if all you want to do is help. Because you don't look at it that way. Right, so I need to hide some lighting in this somewhere too. It isn't easy because it takes an adjustment from being single to being in a couple for everybody involved. And being told it takes time doesn't help either. Right, so I need some lighting. It's very dark here. You guys won't be able to see anything. Need to at least put in a block there. Probably a stair. Make the way around. Okay. Right. Probably should have done this one row further out. It make it easier to see and place blocks. Oh, I know you do, Hurry. But emotions are emotions, and none of us like to be hurt, even when we're trying to be helpful, but etc. And it feels like a personal attack, and when you've invested so much emotionally into things, it can feel awful. But it's not necessarily meant grab these. But I'm no good at I'm not very good when it comes to relationships. Never have been, because I am too independent, to my own detriment sometimes. But I hope things go smoothly quickly for you. Because I know how much it means to you. Right, so I want some lights, and I've got trapdoors, but I need lights. So we have you. We should have some more of you down here. I'm not going to use the frog lights to hide them behind dark oak trapdoors. That's way plenty. Oh, like I say, just because the person she got grumbly doesn't mean to say it's the end, etc., etc. It's just a case of being in pain, and I know how much it means to you. So, and sometimes it's not meant personally. Right, let's get the trapdoors on and see how they go. At least with this one, this floor, it's kind of a repeat of what's happened already. Fortunately, it doesn't matter which way up I put these trapdoors. Sometimes it's nice to have a pattern that doesn't do that. Okay, Miss Mace, you have a great lurk. Take care of yourself, okay? Yep, the wall is very flappy now. Well, there you go. Right, so we just need to put a ceiling on here. I think we use grey blocks down below. Oh, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're grey. And then we'll need to figure out how we're going through. I'll put those back for this second, though I think they're probably going to end up being switched out for dark oak stairs. All relationships are about communication. You can, yeah, I need you, don't I? I need you for that. Where did I put that? Dump you here a second. Gives me a bit more space. See what light grey ones I have of the terracotta. Have a few stacks, so that should be more than enough. So let's see if we can get this roof in. The one thing I do like about scaffolding is that it can be placed and then all taken down very quickly. Okay, so why are you popping? Feeling like there's something there. Oh, I bet you're just assuming it's... Yeah, I know what it is. I need to put a... There we go. I wondered what was going on. Better stick the torch or two up here, hadn't I? Otherwise I'm going to have creepers. We don't need creepers being creeping. Right. We kind of got one room done anyway, even if we didn't get much of anything done. You've almost finished your bigger kitchen? That's awesome. Having a bigger kitchen is always great. So you're going to finish the last bits this weekend? That is fantastic, Piri. You should be able to disappear. Now the question... Yep. I was wondering what block I'd used. Just want to grab some more of these trapdoors, and we'll put a banister railing in, and they should be in here, I think. No, they're not. Okay. Where did I hide them? Because I must have hid them somewhere. If not, I can make some more. Just not much point making more if I have some. And I know I had some because I was playing with them in there. Here we go. Okay. What do I have? I can't be bothered to go back down for a crafting bench. Nope, I won't do, which is a shame. It's too big. I was hoping a wall would. Okay. I know it still is big. Need some carpet. I think the carpet was at the bottom bit. Then you have the kitchen with an open... So then you have a dining room with an open kitchen. That's cool. Right, so have some white. What have I got that I can get rid of this for a second? I definitely don't want red. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. At least I know where they are if I need them. Gives me 18. Let's see if 18 is going to be enough. No, I don't like it, but I will have to figure it out another time. I'm thinking maybe some half slabs or other trapdoors on the top might help, but I'll think about it. It's 7 o'clock and we've been going for 2 hours and I do need to have my tea. Let's see if I have anybody. I've just got Mr. Joker on my list. He's playing No Man's Skies. If you guys would like me to send you his way. Okay, won't be a second. Just let me grab his name. Let's grab you first. Stick you there. And won't be a second. I just need to I always have fun with Mr. Joker's name. So opening new tab. Then we'll sort out sending a raid Mr. Joker's way. And again, if you send my apologies, but I am really hungry. It is definitely time for tea. You guys have a great rest of your day and hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you next time you can make it to a stream, or if you can't, then I hope everything works out fantastic for you. Take care, everybody. Bye.